Hey again, guys, and welcome back. In front of me, I have a kit that CircuitPop.com has sent me for review, but also they've sent me this because in the month of December, they're having a giveaway for Toys for Tots. 10% of what you buy off their website in December will be going to charity. So check out the link in the description below if you're interested in that. I'm not getting any commission from this, but this kit was sent to me for free. So, what is this thing? Well, I'm not 100% sure. It is Santa Claus shaped. There is a STC microcontroller, the STC15F104W. There is a transistor, 2 switches, 2 RGB LEDs, 4, I think these are 470 ohm resistors, and this is a 4.7K resistor. A single, what I think is a transistor, an S9012, I didn't actually look it up before this, a little buzzer, and a coin cell. So I figured it'll be a fun little thing to put together, and if you guys want to support charity, head over to their website, buy something in the month of December. Let's get started. I've got Santa Claus all strapped in here, and we can flip him around. So as you'll notice, there's actually no component values on the back here, and that's a little unfortunate. I can live without the component values, but I do prefer when they're there. So that would be my personal preference. Although I am aware that their kits are pretty high quality. I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you're a beginner, there's still a pretty decent kit for you to build. So, and their instructions are very good on their website. So, yeah, these the square pads here indicate the middle pin. And since I am a little bit far from my work surface here when I record for YouTube, I have my magnifying goggles on. So if I need to see it a little bit closer, that's not an issue. These are a nice tight fit as well, so I'm not worried about them falling down. Next will be the 470 ohm resistors. I believe these resistors are for the LEDs, since they're going from here to the ground plane and through to the LEDs. So that's good. I'm just forming the leads by hand, shoving them in. I'm going to pull them through and give him a little bit of a bend on the backside. Try not to put too much of a bend in it, because I really don't want there to be a big piece of wire sticking out on the other side when I crimp it or clip it. So just following sort of general procedure, low profile to high, except not really, because I do have it on this nice stand, so I don't have to worry too much about clearance. Give it a little bit of bend. I do like making a nice kit. I've been looking through Circuit Pop's website. It's pretty neat. Might have to go shopping a little bit once I get recovered on the Patreon funds a little bit. And like so. Now they do warn to not have the soldering iron too high temperature for the LEDs, but I'm not really concerned about it. Like I can get in and out pretty quick. I'm not too worried. 4.7K over here. Now I feel like that's going to be, the 4.7K is going to be for the base of the transistor. I could be wrong, but I think this is just a transistor amplifier that they're going to use to amplify the signal from the micro, and this thing's going to make music, I think. Pile of Stuff actually made this very kit last year, was it? Not sure. You know, I've been watching so much YouTube. Another maker, Pile of Stuff. Been watching Unexpected Maker. Watching quite a bit, so I get lost sometimes. on what I've seen and what I haven't. I'm watching a lot of 3D printer channels too. Joel Telling, Maker's Muse. All cool people to check out. Alright, this is as far as I've seen on the instructions. This one, and this one. I'm not sure if it matters which way I put the switch in, to be honest. But there's two switches here. You know what? I'll just throw them in. I don't think it matters. The switches are a bit different. I'm going to hold them down with tack so I can keep the leads straight. So that's tacked in like that. And I'm going to grab the other switch. So put it in this way. Circuit pop if this is not the way I'm supposed to do it. Sorry, this is the way I'm doing it. Okay, so 1, 2, and yeah, and they also send you this microcontroller, the STC15F104W, and they just want you to solder it in there, but I think I want to play with the microcontroller once I'm done with this kit, so I'm going to actually solder in a socket. And then we can socket the chip in. We can remove it to have a play. Maybe we can write code for the ATtiny85 and slide it in there. Who knows? Whenever I say the words writing code, I get a little bit of a shiver. Oh no! One of the pins flew out of the socket. Maybe this was more designed for a IC and not a socket. We're gonna make it happen. There we go. Just flip it around. Make sure all the components don't fall down. Using my premium Chinesium solder for this. Good old leaded stuff, not that unleaded rubbish. There we go. Socket is still in there. I'm kind of worried about it. I don't see if the legs stick out too much. Socket is in place. Hopefully nothing fell. Losing a little bit of my 3D vision here because of the magnifiers. There we go. Start clipping some stuff that's in the way. Did not solder up there yet. This kit uses very small pads. And yes, I know you're not supposed to clip all the leads at once. But kits are for fun, and that's my fun. Got a little bit of short circuit there. Gonna clip off all the leads. Gonna go over and fix the short. That looks much better. Can trim the leads from the switch here. Like so. And we can, these LEDs get bent over. I'm going to do that shortly. This switch here stayed in place, the other switch fell. My blue tack, my white blue tack, I guess. Used to be blue, or well, you can get blue or white. That stuff is starting to get a little old. So like so. There we go. That should hold. There we go. There we go. Looks like the IC soldered down pretty well. That's good. See a little bit of solder coming through those holes. I think I'm going to do this switch next because I don't want it to fall. There we go. That's good. And I guess there's only a few things left. We do the buzzer, and we can put the micro on. The buzzer came with the leads all bent down. I order a lot of stuff from eBay and whatever, so I realize that, if they don't have a an expensive supplier, it can surely end up bent like this. Now the only thing is, I'm not sure which way the positive goes. Usually it's the square peg. Let me just double check. Yeah, it looks like it's the square peg, and there's a little positive on the top here. Sorry if you hear weird noises in the mic. My goggles are hitting the top of my recording station. Straighten that out a little bit. My fingers are still wrecked from that Adept robot that's not even done yet, really. There we go. And now we can put the battery socket on. I don't think I'm going to be using the battery power at this point, simply because I don't think I even have one kicking around. So that goes this way. And if it wasn't obvious to you, the positive is on both sides because this whole metal bracket is positive. The negative is just going to be the solder pad underneath. I'm not sure what's the best way to hold this. Oh, I've got an idea. Probably use a little bit of Kapton tape, high temperature, I think it's polyamide tape, something like that. I have polyamide on the brain, so maybe it's not that. There we go. It just needs to hold long enough for me to be able to solder it on. It's not bad. There we go, that should hold now. Running my iron at 380 degrees. Hopefully this will be enough. Thankfully it's the positive, so the pad isn't just like a massive ground plane. It's still a big piece of metal though, so it still does draw a little bit of heat out of the iron. There we go. I'll peel that thing right off. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I think that worked really well. So we can dismount this, because I think that's all the parts. Oh, we can put the IC in. So this would probably be pre-programmed. I didn't see any instructions for programming it. Oh. I wonder how much these STC micros cost. I might have made a mistake putting on a cheap IC socket. This is the first time I use these. So your experience will be a little bit better because you'll have the chip right in the board, but I wanted a socket. And also, I'll be running it here from the positive and negative terminals because I don't have any 2032 coin cells in stock. You need 2 of them. So we'll just plug it into the power supply at 5 volts and see what it gives us. Santa has been repositioned now so we can see what goes on. I have not touched the switches from their default positions, so this should be interesting either way. I don't know if this is going to work. Wow. Let's flip this this switch over here. Okay, I've got nothing now. Oh, so I turn it off and back on. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay. And the other switch is over here. Let's see. So this switch turns off the buzzer. Yeah, it just resumes where it was. This switch here is the main power switch. I don't recognize this one. The little So yeah, it does a couple songs. It's pretty cool, actually. It's really nice. Now you can have this. There's a little hole here, so you can thread a little string through it, and you can hang it from your Christmas tree, or you could just have it hanging out. And if you're really annoyed with the sound, you could just turn it off like so. It does a fairly decent job for like a buzzer solution with a single transistor amplifier. But yeah, that's pretty good. So thanks Circuit Pop for sending this to me. They sent it all over YouTube, I saw. And if you want to buy a kit or whatever, check out their website. Links in the description below. 10% of the December proceeds will be going to Toys for Tots. If I don't see you guys before Christmas, or if you don't watch another one of my videos before Christmas, Merry Christmas, or Happy Christmas, or Happy Holidays to you. And I hope that whatever it is you celebrate, I'm not well versed in, non-Christmas celebrations. I hope you have just a wonderful time with your family. Hope you guys are able to connect in a different way than in person. And I hope to see you all in the new year. Thanks for watching.